Okay, hello everyone. This is day one of the lockdown, and um, yeah, so it hasn't been as different for me as it has been for before the lockdown because essentially parang naka-quarantine ako since I entered more or less the half of my third trimester. So I'm fully nearing the end of my third trimester now in 35 weeks, and I really haven't been going out much because of the pregnancy. So I've been opting to work from home and so on. So right now, here in Marikina City, everything is still the same from our end at least. The difference is now I have a lot of people at home with me. Like my husband is working from home. My aunts and uncles have had their work suspended. My brother and my cousin are here as well. So, isa lang sa amin yung papasok pa rin araw-araw in Guadalupe, which is my cousin. So, yun. My mother and father, they're due to come home April 2. But as of now, we still don't know how that's going to work out. They are speculating that they might get rerouted to arrive in Clark, Pampanga. And from there, they will still figure out whether they'll be allowed to go to Marikina or stay somewhere, self quarantine, wait for the 14 days to be over. But we also are concerned. We actually are debating how that's going to be because they're both senior citizens and therefore immunocompromised. So we're also thinking that it's not going to be safe for them to be in the hotspot of the outbreak here in Manila, so to speak. So um, we're debating how that's gonna happen. Kung kailangan ba magmadali nila. I mean, there's also the option of, okay, that's weird. That's a lot. There's also the option of like them waiting out the end of the outbreak or something in Saudi, which is not ideal right now. But if that will need to happen, then we're also looking at that option. And as for me, yeah, I'm 35 weeks pregnant, and um, I'm also very nervous kasi yun, the hospitals now are to full capacity. Most of the hospitals in Metro Manila, at least, but especially the public hospitals, because the number of cases have been really multiplying every day. So we started with as little as less than 50 cases last week, and then it increased twofold, threefold in a span of a few days. And we have a few regional cases too. So the nearest hospital to me, which is Marikina Valley, is where I wanted to give birth even before the lockdown. And if things go according to plan, I will still give birth there because it's very near, and that's where my OB is. But we actually have one confined patient who tested positive for the virus there. So, given that it's a smaller hospital compared to the other hospitals in Metro Manila, there's actually a possible higher risk of exposure of the staff and therefore passing it on to other patients. So that plus the fact that of course they're doing very extreme measures, like there's a triage booth outside the hospital. It's gonna be harder to get in, and then um, there's this understanding now that all the protocols are gonna be different for people who need to go to hospitals. So I'm still hoping for a normal delivery, but I'm also like uh, checking out now how we can be prepared for the fact that protocols and procedures will be a little different. Like for example, for my OB, she's based in QC, so she'll have to travel, and our objective henceforth, I mean for me, would be to get out of the hospital as soon as it is safe for everyone, and then most probably we won't have visitors there anymore, even here at home. So it's really gonna be like a very very different circumstance for my baby than if we didn't have the virus. So it's exciting. I'm still looking forward to it, but definitely giving birth to a baby in this time is very tricky. But I'm thankful that we're here in Marikina where everything is so accessible. In the house so far, we can move. There are supplies. There are a lot of things nearby. But nevertheless, we're doing our part and just really staying put. So that's what we're doing. So